All right, YouTube, it's 9:30. My fire is moving. I'm going to go ahead and spritz these ribs. They are beginning to smell amazing. So let's see. I know I said I wasn't going to open them till 10, but I do want to go on and get a spritz on them. No spritz yet. All right, look at that fire. All right, I'm going to close them up. I'm not going to spritz them. I'll spritz them. I'll wait till 10 o'clock. So, yeah, they're taking their time. All right. All right, YouTube, it's about 10:06. I'm going to go ahead and spritz my ribs. Okay, now they're starting to get a little bark on them. You see that color. All right. All right, YouTube, since I cracked the vent open a little bit more and my fire is probably now closer to the thermometer here, and so you see the temp, I'm running it right in between a quarter and a half, and I've opened the vent a little bit. So I didn't make a major adjustment to get it hot. Just open it up just a little bit, but it just smells amazing. So let's just take a look at what we got. Oh boy. Let's go on and spritz. So I'm going to be wrapping these in a teriyaki and butter. These are going to remain unwrapped. I'm just going to brush them with some barbecue sauce. When you cook ribs a lot, you can pretty much look at them. Let me get this in right there. Look at these ends. Make sure I get them nice and wet. Anyway, when you cook ribs a lot, you can pretty much tell when they're about ready to wrap and when they're not and whatever. And you can see my fire is right underneath that probe. That's why it's so hot. But yeah, I'm gonna bend test these probably in maybe about another 45 minutes. Bend test this slab right here, since they're gonna go on the foil. I can look at these until when they're done. When that meat pulls back, I'll probably rotate these around. Just rotate them that way, just so the other side gets that nice bark on it. So that's it for right now. Okay, YouTube, I'm gonna pull off the ribs that were seasoned with the AP rub and the Killer Hogs barbecue seasoning. I'm gonna put them meat side down on a bed of this teriyaki Asian style barbecue marinade with some butter and season it back. So it's gonna be sitting meat side down, bone side up in my cooker. So the meat part will cook in this marinade and this butter. Shout out to Malcolm Reed, How to Barbecue Right. His Killer Hog seasoning, the AP, we use it on everything. His steak seasoning is also great on brisket. Shout out to Baby Back Maniac. He's the guy that made a lot of videos about the slow and sear, what I'm using in my kettle. Shout out to Texas Barbecue 2.5 or 2.5, I believe. He has the Lone Star Grill. If you're ever interested in getting a Lone Star Grill, he shows you how that thing works. He does a lot of amazing cooks. He does a lot of meat cooks with no seasoning. Really incredible. T-Roy cooks. I mean, just, oh my God. What's my man up in Maryland with the Jetta? Oh God, I can't even think of his name right now, but I got to get all these guys' names, man. But I watch all their videos and they got some great stuff. So I'm going to do this now. I can't film and do it at the same time. So that's it. Okay, you ready to load this thing back up? They look amazing. And that's the traditional slab. Need the spritz. The barbecue sauce getting ready for them now. All right. All right, YouTube. My regular ribs that I usually do are done. They're ready to be sauced. So Here they are. I just spritzed them, so that's why they're shiny. Uh, they are now probing at 160. Even though they don't bend all the way, they are temping, internal temp at 160. So I'm going to go ahead and flip them over, get some sauce on them, and then I'm going to put them on this. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let these sit on the fire here, backside down, for a minute. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Because the tops are done. The top is done, but that backside, when I saw that, I decided to put these over the coals. So I'm going to let these sit on the coals for about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes. See how they turn out. And then I'm going to sauce them and let them sit. They're going to sit for at least another 30 minutes. All right, YouTube, this is the sauced ribs right here. They just finished getting ready to cut into them as I got people literally standing around waiting. All right. All right, YouTube, here's the teriyaki ribs. Just finished up with them. Didn't get a chance to flash them in the fire like I wanted to, but they look pretty good. And I got people standing right here looking at them. Okay, YouTube, finished. The cook, teriyaki, and the regular ones I usually cook. The smoke ring is not as pronounced on these. I usually get more of a smoke ring when I cook them on my smoker. But the teriyaki ribs ate a little better because they were actually cooked in the foil. And also on the Weber kettle, whatever is the furthest outside underneath that opening, your vent, that usually get hotter. So these got more heat hitting them because of the shape of the kettle. So if I would have rotated my regular slab with the location of my teriyaki slab, my regular slab would have been a little more tender. The tenderness was kind of off. It bit good, and you can pull this meat from the bone if you want, but you see the difference in how the teriyaki rib ate versus the unwrapped, uncirculated regular rib. They out there tearing them up. It don't matter. People gonna kill them. So, you know, it's just my own little observation. But other than that, I was able to cook 2 slabs. Still got plenty of charcoal left. Grill is still smoking. I just literally left the foil with the teriyaki sauce in it because we are hungry. It is now 1:27. Also, I use hickory wood chunks. That's what I use. So I use the blue bag, Kingsford charcoal, and I used hickory chunks. Sorry for not telling you earlier. And I temp probe these at 160. So once they hit 160, I began the finishing process, coated with barbecue sauce, and then unwrap these. I knew these were already past 160 because I wrapped these at 155, about 150, 155. So I knew they were going to be a little more done, but that more doneness helped them out. So if you let your ribs run to about 165, or if you do the bend test, that would be great. I did bend test these, and they did not bend all the way to indicate they were done. I just internal probed them, and I had folks getting hungry. They were getting ravenous, so I went ahead and pulled them. But yeah, the teriyaki ribs, they have a very nice natural flavor, and my regular ribs, as always, they are excellently seasoned, so they're very good. So regardless, they're getting killed right now. All right, thank you.